Have you ever broken down in tears and felt your dog press their body against yours before you even made a sound? Have you noticed that your dog reacts differently when you are sad than when you are happy or angry? Almost like they know something is wrong? And maybe the question that sits deepest in your heart is this: does my dog actually understand that I am hurting? Do they feel it too? And why do they always seem to show up exactly when I need them most? Science has been asking those very same questions, and the answers are extraordinary. Dogs do not just notice when you cry. They respond to it in ways that are deliberate, emotionally driven, and deeply rooted in how they are wired to connect with the people they love. Today, we are going to walk you through what is actually happening in your dog's mind and body when they see you in tears, grounded in real animal behavior science. By the time we are done, you may understand just how profoundly your dog is attuned to you. Welcome to Canine Emotions, a place to better understand your dog's mind, strengthen your bond through love and trust, and explore the emotions behind their behavior. Subscribe to learn more about dog psychology, emotional bonding, companionship, and the incredible connection you share together. Now let's get into today's video. Part 1. Your dog feels your emotions before you even speak. The first thing to understand is that your dog knows you are upset long before the first tear falls. Dogs are extraordinary readers of human emotion. Research published in the journal Biology Letters found that dogs can distinguish between happy and angry human faces with an accuracy suggesting they are reading your emotional state, not just reacting to random cues. But it does not stop at your face. A 2014 study from the University of Attila József in Hungary used brain imaging to show that dogs have specific regions dedicated to processing human vocal emotion, regions activated by crying and sadness in ways markedly different from neutral sounds. Your dog can also smell emotional change. When humans experience strong emotions, the body releases different compounds through breath and skin. Dogs, with a sense of smell estimated to be 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours, detect these shifts. Fear has a distinct scent. Stress has a distinct scent. And grief may too. So when you are crying, your dog is receiving the full picture of your pain, hearing the grief in your voice, smelling the shift in your chemistry, and reading the weight in your face all at the same time. Part 2. Science shows that dogs feel human emotions. Here is what makes dogs truly remarkable. They do not just detect your emotions. Research suggests they actually share them. A landmark 2012 study published in Animal Cognition found that dogs are more likely to approach a crying person than one who is humming or talking calmly, and that when they approach, they do so in a submissive, comfort-seeking way. The researchers concluded that dogs were responding to distress with something that looks very much like empathy, emotional contagion. The automatic spread of feeling from one individual to another has been documented in dogs in multiple studies. Research published in PLOS One found that dogs showed measurable signs of stress when they heard human crying, including yawning, lowered body posture, and slower movement. These are physiological responses, not trained behaviors. A study from Johns Hopkins University found that dogs whose owners were in distress were significantly more likely to try to break through a barrier to reach them. Dogs are not just reacting to your crying. They are wired to respond, to mobilize, to reach you, to be with you. Part 3. What your dog is really trying to do when you cry. When your dog sees you in tears, their response is rarely passive. Most dogs do something, and that something is purposeful. The most common behaviors include pressing their body against you, resting their head on your lap or chest, licking your face or hands, following you closely from room to room, or lying quietly at your feet. These are contact-seeking and comfort-offering behaviors driven by genuine social motivation. A 2018 study from Goldsmiths University of London found that dogs were significantly more likely to approach and make physical contact with a crying person than with someone who was humming. Crucially, dogs showed the same response whether the crying person was their owner or a stranger. Their response was not about loyalty. It was about distress and the drive to make it stop. Some researchers believe this behavior has deep evolutionary roots. Dogs have lived alongside humans for an estimated 15,000 to 40,000 years. Over that time, individuals best at reading human emotion and responding helpfully were likely kept close, cared for, and bred. Your dog may be a living result of thousands of years of selection for emotional attunement. Part 4. Does your dog actually understand your tears? This is the question that lives in the heart of every dog owner who has ever been comforted by their pet. Does my dog actually understand what is wrong? The honest answer is that dogs do not understand the content of your pain. They do not know about the job loss, the broken relationship, or the grief behind your tears. But here is what dogs do understand. They know the difference between the way your body moves when you are happy and when you are devastated. They know the sound of your voice breaking. They know the smell of you when you are well versus when you are not. Research published in the journal Learning and Behavior found that dogs are highly sensitive to emotional inconsistency in their owners. When what you say does not match what your face or body is communicating, dogs lean toward the emotional message every time. And dogs have long-term emotional memory. Studies on episodic-like memory suggest they can remember specific emotional experiences, including moments when they offered comfort. Your dog may not know why you are crying today, but they remember what it felt like the last time you were sad. And they are doing it again. Part 5. Why some dogs react more deeply to human emotions. Not every dog rushes to your side the moment you cry. And if yours does not, it does not mean they do not love you. Individual responses vary widely, and research has identified a few key factors. The first is temperament. Dogs who score high on prosocial behavior, the drive to seek out and respond to others in distress, tend to be more active in their comforting behavior. The second factor is early experience. Dogs well socialized with humans during the critical developmental window, roughly 3 to 12 weeks of age, tend to be more emotionally attuned throughout their lives. Rescue dogs who experienced early neglect may show more avoidance around human distress, not because they do not care, but because strong emotion may have historically signaled danger. The third factor is the dog's own anxiety level. Research from the University of Lincoln found that dogs with higher baseline anxiety were actually less likely to approach a distressed owner, not out of indifference, but because the distress itself overwhelmed their own emotional regulation. If your dog tends to stay nearby but at a distance when you cry, resting in the same room, watching you quietly, waiting, that too is a comfort response. It is still love, expressed in the only language they have. Part 6. How emotional moments strengthen your bond forever. There's one more layer to this story, and it is the one that may move you most. When your dog comforts you in a moment of pain, it does not just help you, it changes them too. Research has shown that oxytocin, the bonding hormone, rises in dogs during close physical contact with their owners, particularly during emotionally significant moments. Crying, holding your dog close, and receiving their comfort is a bonding event for both of you, wiring you closer together at a biological level. A 2015 study published in the journal Science found that the oxytocin loop between dogs and humans, where eye contact and close contact cause both to release oxytocin, which encourages more connection, is the same mechanism that bonds human parents and infants. Your dog experiences closeness with you the way a child experiences closeness with a parent. Your tears, in a strange and beautiful way, are one of the things that make your dog love you more, not because they want you to suffer, but because being needed, being the one who stays and shows up, is part of what your dog is built for. And every time you let them be that for you, you are giving them something too. So the next time you find yourself in tears with your dog nearby, feel that weight against your leg, that warm presence that arrived without being asked. Know what you are receiving. You are being loved by a creature who cannot speak, cannot reason through your pain, and cannot promise everything will be okay. But who shows up anyway, every single time, When sadness quietly finds its way in, and your dog suddenly appears beside you, without hesitation and without needing an explanation, take a breath and let them in. What your dog thinks when you cry is not nothing. It is not confusion or habit or trained behavior. Beneath the silence is concern, connection, and a love so ancient and instinctive that your dog never has to say a word. So, remember these 6 powerful truths about what your dog feels when you cry. Number 1, your dog can sense emotional changes almost instantly. Number 2, dogs often absorb the feelings of the humans they love. Number 3, comforting you is a natural emotional response. Number 4, your dog knows when you are hurting. Number 5, every dog shows love and comfort in different ways. And number 6, emotional moments deepen your bond together. At Canine Emotions, this is what we hope to explore together. Not just the behaviors you see on the surface, but the deeper bond that exists between dogs and the people they love. The loyalty they carry, the comfort they give, and the quiet ways they stay connected to you without ever needing words. If this video meant something to you, share it with another dog lover who would understand. And subscribe so you can continue exploring the emotional bond we share with our dogs together. The connection between you and your dog is rare, genuine, and deeply meaningful. Never take that love for granted. Thank you so much for watching.